Rokit is a UK-based clothing company. It deals with reused and recycled apparel and accessories. Over the past 30 years, the company has recycled more than 1 million of clothes and accessories. It produces sustainable clothes inspired by the 20s to 80s fashion trend.
Rokit has their own vintage manifesto, which is to recycle, customize, be exclusive, reduce our carbon footprint, minimize waste, save resources, restyle, dress sustainably, and inspire yourself.
Rocket burst onto the scene with a small store in London's iconic Camden Market in 1986, specializing in vintage denim thrifted from American cowboys. The demand was so fierce that within a few weeks the store was exchanged for a two-story shop on the high street, and Rocket Vintage brand was born. 3 further stores have been opened in Brick Lane and Covent Garden, each bringing Rocket's diverse, unique product range into a loyal brand of regular customers.
The clothing industry is currently buzzing about sustainable fashion. Looking at Google Trends, we can see that over the course of 14 years, the interest in sustainable fashion in the UK has significantly increased, with a large jump in the trend in 2018. We can also see that there is a widespread interest around the UK, especially in England where Rocket is based. As the graph demonstrates, sustainable fashion is only going to grow more popular. To support this information, during London's 2020 Fashion Week, many designers adopted eco-friendly practices, and there was a huge shift toward upcycled vintage clothing and accessories. Designers such as Alan Anderson, Manon Planchet, and Julie McConaughey all incorporated vintage clothing into their new designs. In the UK, especially London, there is a fierce competition in the vintage clothing industry. Here we see the Instagram accounts from 3 London-based vintage stores, Beyond Retro, Rocket, and Rain Vintage. As you can also see, all 3 brands focus heavily on showcasing their clothing, and Rocket and Beyond Retro incorporate Instagram stories into their social media strategy. Their following ranges differ significantly, with Beyond Retro reaching 90,000, more than double Rocket's, and Rain Vintage with just barely under 2,000 followers. Beyond Retro's following is larger due to an expansion to Sweden, attracting a following from that market, whereas the other 2 only operate within the UK. From Rocket's Instagram, you can clearly see that sustainability is an important part of their values and social media strategy, whereas in the other 2 accounts, it's not mentioned. As sustainable fashion is predicted to continue trending, Rocket should gain from this as they continue to promote their sustainability actions on social media.